Hey guys, so this is week 2 and week 3 review for my externship. I did not film for week 2, so I was like, I'm just gonna put it together. I was kind of being lazy because I did tell y'all that I was gonna do like a weekly thing. Week 2, I started to actually take patients on my own, like actually do the whole thing. You know how I said that week 1 I was only like taking vitals and just rooming them, but now I actually started to take vitals, room them, and actually do the whole triaging, which is basically asking them about like if they're still taking their medications, or if they're taking any medications at all, and basically like the reason for their visits, like how long it's been going on for, pain level, just the whole 9 yard, because I have my login, so I actually was able to do the whole thing. I'm gonna go over my notes, like what I have in my notes. So let's see. So week 2, day 1, I talked about or learned about like what age women start getting mammograms, and when male or female start going to get like colonoscopy done. Let's see. On how long after they follow up after their first colonoscopy. Let's see. And also vaccines, like when it's time to get the Tdap vaccine, flu vaccine, pneumonia vaccine, shingles vaccines, pap smear, and the primary care. So clinic, so I do a lot of physicals. So I learned about like when patients need to be fasting, and when they don't need to be fasting for certain laboratory tests. Some patients come in for like follow-up with regards to like, like diabetes, cholesterol, and then there's certain questions that you're supposed to ask them when they come for like follow-up appointments. Like for example, like let's say a patient come in for hypertension. Hypertension is high blood pressure, so you will ask them, do you take your blood pressure at home? Like, what's the typical range? Do you have any headache, chest pain, or shortness of breath? I might be mixing up stuff, but yeah, for each thing, you gotta ask them certain questions just to know, just to have an idea, And for like patients with diabetes, like when they come for like follow-up, we do the A1C test, which is basically testing like their level, you know. Let's see. Okay, my preceptor made me do like mixing medication. So like you have the powder and then you have the liquid, and then you're supposed to like take the liquid out, put it into the syringe, and then put that into the powder. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but hopefully y'all understand what I'm trying to say. And then you just like, y'all gonna learn about it. If you're still in like medical assistant school, then you gonna learn about like powder veil, mixing it with liquid. That's what I wrote in my notes. So yeah. I developed like a certain step how I wanted to like report back to the doctor, because the doctor I was working with, he wanted me to basically have like a storyline about the patient. So basically like the patient age, gender, and then I would tell him the reason for their visit. So let's say, I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna use me as an example. So let's say my name is Kanika, I'm 26. The reason for my visit is I have pain in my right knee. And then I would be like, and I would ask him how long it's been going on for, right? And that's just how, like, I would tell the doctor with, like, in steps, like, okay, patient name, patient age, they're for pain in the right knee. It's been going, they said it's been going on for 2 months. They haven't taken anything for it, or if they did take something for it, is it working? Do they have any side effects? And also if anything else changed since last visit, and also if they have any other signs or symptoms associated with the problem that they have right now. So yeah. Oh, I was able to stand in with one of the PAs when she was doing like a vaginal examination, and also I was able to stand in when she was doing a pap smear. So yeah, that was different for me. Also learn how to triage patients over the phone when they come in with cold or flu-like symptoms. This will allow you to limit exposure with the patient. So you basically ask them, like, what brings them in today, like what are their signs and symptoms, like how long it's been going on, basically like the same whole step thing that I just talked about. But like specifically with COVID, you ask them like they have fever, cough, difficulty breathing, loss of taste, smell, diarrhea, rash, fatigue, and of course you gotta ask them if they take anything for it, is it working, and if they feel like they're getting worse or they feel like they're getting better. And then yeah, with all that information, the doctor will know what steps he or she needs to take. The doctor or the PA will know what steps he or she needs to take after that. Let's see. So yeah, and I did a couple COVID tests, a couple strep throat tests, a couple flu tests. Yeah, I did a couple of those. 3, I started to work on assessment and plan. So basically with the assessment and plan, information that you put in the assessment and plan include such as like the patient's BMI, the diet, like what type of diet how do I say this, like what type of diet they're supposed to be on, basically the reason for their visit. So it could be like a complete physical, hyperlipidemia, which is high cholesterol, diabetes, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, pain in the right knee, pain in the right under the left leg, just anything, the reason for the visit, or if they, and also any laboratory testing that they're going to be doing. Examples such as urinalysis, any STI panel. STI panel include like testing for HIV, chlamydia, you know, the whole 9 yard and all that stuff. Okay. And also if we're gonna be doing the A1C, which I previously mentioned, which is, you know, checking patients who have diabetes or who are like pre-diabetic. Also start talking about hiring me. So I was not expecting to start having that type of conversation yet, like, because it was only like week 2 when that was brought up. So I'm not gonna say nothing about that, but we'll see. I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah. So if they talking about that, then that means I'm doing something right? So yep. Alright guys, that basically wraps up week 2. Week 3, it's basically like repertory, like doing the same thing, doing a lot of EKGs, triaging, testing for COVID, strep throat tests, influenza tests, checking the patient's A1Cs, asking them questions, getting vitals, rooming patients, basically like the same thing over and over again. I mean, every other day I see something different or learn something new. So So now I got 2 more weeks. So I'll see y'all in probably the next update. Or yeah, I keep forgetting that I need to do a story time about the whole roommate situation. But alright, y'all. Bye. Bye. I wanted to keep this video short. I got 2 more weeks to go. 2 more weeks to go. And then your girl could start making some money. Not me making up a whole song, child. Bye.